Good morning. My name is Sean Webb. I'm the Director of Community Engagement and the Educational Foundation for Desert Sands Unified School District, and you're watching Classroom Conversations, the live community engagement show where we talk about everything great in the district and what's going on in our community. Before I move on, I want to go ahead and make sure to highlight a lot of our sponsors and give them credit and allowing this to happen. Obviously, the school district. Thank you for partnering with the foundation and having this show to talk about everything great. Prep Sports Weekly, Kevin Pillow. We love having you as our halftime show announcer, as well as you partnering with us and all of our different adventures together. Thank you very much. CoachellaValley.com, Craig Campbell. Thank you for allowing us to present on your platform. And also the City of Indio. We're going to have the Indio update with Brooke here shortly. But if it weren't for a community grant that the foundation wrote for about a year ago, we may not be on this platform and so forth. So thank you very much to the City of Indio. And I'd like to read the mission statement for the Desert Sands Educational Foundation. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District. And their vision statement. In partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience in the academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in Desert Sands Unified School District. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and move things around here a little bit. So it's just me this morning. No Chef Mary, but I do have Brooke that's going to join us. She's actually going to join us here in a second. I'm just going to get the slides pulled up for her to make sure we're all set. Let's see, moving things around here. But let's go ahead and we'll bring on Brooke. Good morning, Brooke. How are you?
Hi, good morning, Sean. Good to see you tap dancing a little bit.
I am a little bit. I'll be honest, the mat that I stand on, it splits because I probably do that a little bit too much.
Well, I'm trying to stand today too. It's a short week, I think, for both of us, although I think it's going to be a very packed one. So yes, standing well, I still can.
Yeah. Short weeks means that we have to fit 5 days worth of work into 4.
Exactly.
Yep. It always happened. So what do you have for us from the City of Indio this week?
There is so much happening in the City of Indio. And of course, this is not exclusive to Indio residents. These are events that are open for the entire community, spanning the spectrum of generations, for young kids to adults and their families. So we would love for you all to take part in it. I think the first one we have going on here, Sean, you want to lead me just a little bit?
Yeah, you got it. We've got some, I see some performers on stage.
Okay, here we go. So this was our last second Saturday Center Stage event. We had a terrific performance there, and we want to invite everyone out to downtown Indio for this free live music. We've got tailgate party games. There are food trucks, food, beer, dessert vendors that are available there. Dancing. Our first event had a free line dancing instruction. And so our next event is on March the 12th. It starts at 6 o'clock. We're playing a little bit around with the start time just because of daylight saving and weather conditions, but it'll start at 6 o'clock, downtown Indio. Miles and Smur, please come out and enjoy it. And this is going to be something really cool too that I'm going to be putting out a news release about in the next couple of days. That's going to be even more than Descarga Morago. But so each event has a different theme. So it's going to be Latin jazz is our March 12th theme, but there's going to be something really cool that's tying in with a documentary that's about to be released and an opportunity for a panel there. So it'll be even more than just music. Please check it out. Also a teaser for our Latin Rhythm Festival that will be happening in November. And then now we've got all the days there. So mark those on your calendar. Second Saturdays, we've got themes set until July. We'll be doing this every month except for April because there are a lot of things happening in April.
You guys are a little busy in the month of April, I would say. But I think you may not even notice what you did there, but I think you coined a phrase there. The smiles part of Indio, Smur and Miles.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for stopping me there to do that. Yes, we should be calling it maybe the Smiles Stage.
There we go. Something like that. I love how you just
the stage
kind of just happened. There we go.
That's terrific. Thanks, Sean. Yes,
You
so
got it.
please, everyone, join us for this free outdoor concert series. It's really neat. Just bring some lawn chairs if you want to sit down, a blanket. We do have some places for people to stand up and eat, some tables that were crafted by some local artists. But yes, sit down, bring your lawn chairs, and get some food and drink there and enjoy what's going to be a really nice night out.
And
Also,
I was
you know,
just
we.
gonna say, I was just gonna say what I appreciate is you guys are going into the summer months too, when there's not a lot of activities always going on. So I love that you guys are gonna have these evening activities going on in the summer for us people with families and so forth that can go out and have an enjoyable outing and so forth. So
Yes, exactly. Giving something for people to do if they can brave the temperatures. And starting at 6 o'clock during the summer, I think is nice because things will,
yeah,
start to cool down a little
yeah,
bit.
exactly. Cool down a little bit.
A little bit, yes. And then what else do we have going
We
on?
got
Yes,
your farmers market.
Certified Farmers Market. So I've gone 2 weeks in a row. This is every Sunday from 9 to 2 o'clock. And what makes this special, what makes Certified Farmers Market special, is that everything that is sold there is either a handmade by the person who's selling it or grown by the person who's selling it.
Okay.
So you know exactly where things are coming from. And there's free family friendly yoga
Okay.
every Sunday at 11 a.m. From Olivia Marie, who lives here in Indio. And so this was really fun to actually see people of all different
I was
ages
just gonna
coming
say
together.
I see like there's somebody's grandmother there with their grandchild doing yoga together. I love that.
Yes, and then there was a man there you see on the bottom left. I met him. We bought some flowers
Okay.
and a coffee from one of the local vendors there, and then did yoga. So this is really neat, and you can see there on the left side of your screen that they actually have volunteers who are reading stories to children. So if your
Oh,
child is not interested in the yoga but you still want to take part, there are activities to keep them busy so that you can enjoy your yoga
okay.
undistracted.
And then also live entertainment going on while the whole thing's going.
Yes. So this was something, the mariachi was something special that was started just because of it being a grand opening. But
Okay.
everyone enjoyed it so much that they started doing it. They're going to do this every second Sunday
Oh
at
wow. Okay.
10 a.m. And there were so many people that were enjoying the music last time that we might be doing it. Well, Christiana, who runs the Certified Farmers Market, might be bringing them back every week.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah. And even when there is no mariachi, there are also local entertainers who are singing and playing music. And so that's a lot of fun. This is a vendor that you saw there who's doing tie dye.
Okay.
So these are shirts you can go and you can actually pick your colors. You can do the tie dye there and buy them, bring them home and open them up and, enjoy them. So you are choosing the style or whatever the color and getting some instruction on how to do it right then and there. So that's really neat. And yes, yay for multi-generational
Yeah,
fun.
I love that you guys have these activities there for everybody. I see people of all ages and so forth having fun, and I see here's the grand opening that you guys had too for it.
Every Sunday, yes. So this is a lot of fun. People are really excited about it. In fact, I brought my kids now twice,
Okay. Okay.
so they've enjoyed it. My son loved. We tried a new breakfast torta, kind of. I wish I
Okay.
could remember what it was called, but it was delicious. It had potatoes, and we bought some tamales to bring home for later.
Okay.
Another Indio vendor did some dumplings that were delicious. So a lot of food vendors too. So come on out, enjoy it. Lots of free things to do. And also you can pick up some food, produce,
I,
flowers.
I love it. You guys have so much activity going on. The next slide just has another example what the city is doing here to help keep the area keep it clean. Indio, I love this. You guys have all these great activities going on.
Thanks. So this is the fourth of 5 community cleanups. If you'd like to help volunteer, if you have a student group or another nonprofit or organization that's looking for some volunteering opportunities, please email housing@indio.org, selecting a number of different neighborhoods around Indio. It's primarily bulky item pickup. So you just put your items out on the curb and we help load them up for you. But we've also got people out there doing some sweeping, trash pickup, and even some special projects. So on our second event, we did some face painting, some fence painting, We even did a little bit of tree trimming. So just kind of looking for those projects that volunteers can roll up their sleeves and get into, and, making everybody feel good. The people who are volunteering, but also the community members are oftentimes people who are maybe older or not able-bodied. And some of these things that might come easily to you and I and don't seem like huge projects could be a Herculean task for people who don't have the help to do them themselves. So yes, so this is really cool. Please email housing@indio.org. And then, of course, we are at the Teen Center?
Yep, we're at the Teen Center next.
Teen Center. So these are free out of school time activities for anyone who's able to get there in grades 8 through 12. You do not have to live in Indio. The Indio Teen Center is just a beautiful location with an indoor boxing ring, a lot of a volleyball court, basketball court, a full kitchen for culinary arts activities, crafts, help with homework. Again, grades 8 through 12. This is free activities. Just go to indio.org/teen center in order to take part. So much happening in the month of February. And
great activities. I'm kind of curious what Candy Roses and Critter Bites is all about. Maybe I'll have to go over there and take a picture myself this afternoon.
Yes, that's a great idea. Yes, but it's always themed around what's going on. And then, of course, and now I know where I should put my QR code next time, not where I did.
Oh no, I'm going to move the logo. I have the ability here.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Oh, thanks, Sean. Okay, so this is Indio Live. This is our monthly digital newsletter packed full of events, upcoming meetings, important information for people who live or work or go to school within the city of Indio, 19 schools within Desert Sands Unified. So there's always information there, and generally some information that's specific to Desert Sands families. So
no, I'll tell you, Desert Sands family that are listening and watching, the beautiful thing that Brooke does with us is she sends us a notification. It was that every Monday, I think I get in my inbox that shows me that if you want to contribute to Indio Live, you have that notification for us. So thank you. I definitely have to use that more and so forth. And I would love to promote that with our schools too, to make sure that they're aware of the activities going on. But I wonder if on Indio Live, we can put a direct link to our peach jar, because, while I have you on this morning, Brooke, I was going to see if maybe you want to check out maybe one of our school sites. I wanted to show our public how we could do it. Let me get the slides here, but I want to show how we can access Peach Jar. And Peach Jar is a great resource for our families where we let them know about what's going on at our different school sites. But Brooke, why don't you give me the name of a school site while I get us to the link here?
Well, how about this, Dr. Carry-On Academy, because some of their ACES kids were out at the parade, the President's Day parade in Indio yesterday. And I wish I had thrown those pictures up there too. They were doing cheerleading activities and all kinds of other stuff. So yeah, the Desert Carry-On Academy ACES program, but even the city of Indio uses Peach Jar to promote some of those things. So we had a fiber master plan. We were trying to get insight from people who own businesses in Indio and also from schools, from healthcare providers here. And our Indio Teen Center calendar goes out over Peach Jar to our middle and high schools every month.
So I easily just went to DSUSD.us, went right across the bar there that says Peach Jar. And this is at Dr. Carry-On. This is everything that they have in their digital flyers. Pretty simple, but you can see it's not just Dr. Carry-On, but school sites can choose to advertise in other school sites too. So you can see everything from La Quinta High School advertising here to Palm Desert Charter Middle, as well as events at Indio Youth Sports. So I just want to make sure that the general public are aware. Like here's an example, Indio Youth Sports Association, baseball and softball signups. That you can have access to this right at Peach Jar through DSUSD.us, and it's pretty easy to sign up and so forth. So I just want to make sure that if we can do it, Brooke, anybody can do it. It's pretty simple.
Yes, absolutely. And as someone with 2 children who attend schools at Desert Sands Unified, I know that I find a lot of helpful information about things that are happening district-wide. So certainly take advantage of that. And an email is sometimes easier for me to keep track of and add events to my calendar versus those flyers that used to come home crumpled in the backpack, although I'm sure we still get plenty of those as well.
I want to say you and I are similar age where we had it pinned to our shirts when we were in elementary school, probably.
Oh, yeah, like make sure Just go see your parents.
I got
But
some
they were
scars
usually
right here from
ditto.
Mrs. Godfrey back in the day.
Did you have ditto copies, Sean? Those purple,
Yep, the ones that
yep,
get smeared off and everything,
yep,
of
with the
course.
smell?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Been
So
there, done
now
that.
we get e-flyers.
Yeah, yeah. Well, do you have anything else for us, Brooke, from the city?
Look at me just talking for almost 20 minutes. So no, I'm good. But I want to thank everyone, Karen, and everyone else who's watching. In fact, my children's school principal called me the other week and said that they saw me on Classroom Conversations, as well as their school counselor when we did the counseling week. And so I'm just thrilled to hear that people are watching, and I hope that they are taking advantage of all the things, not just that are happening in Indio, but are happening district wide, and investing in their kids' education.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Brooke. We've got a little bit of a crazy week coming up, so I'll get with you via email to talk about schedule and so forth. I'm at a conference next week, so I won't be able to do it on Tuesday, but I'll get with you so we can catch up for the next Indio update.
Sounds terrific. Thanks so much. And please, anyone, if you have some questions or you want to contribute to India Live, or you want to find out how you can get involved in our housing cleanups or anything like that, you can email me, bberry@indio.org, or news@indio.org. I guess that's most appropriate for a former news lady who still is doing the news in some capacity here.
There we go. I love it. Hey, have a great day, Brooke. We'll see you later.
Have a great week, everyone.
You too. See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, always a pleasure to have Brooke on with us. Great information coming out of the city of Indio and great things that we have available for everybody in the Coachella Valley. But let's go ahead and continue on here. As you guys know, we have Super Seconds where you can find the most up-to-date information from our superintendent, Mr. Scott Bailey. You can see brief pandemic information as well as anything that's going on important in the district. So you can go there and check it out. Make sure you do that. Testing clinics coming up. I'll tell you. So we have clinics that are going on Monday through Friday in different spots throughout the desert, different schools and so forth. So I personally, I'll tell you, my family and I had a little bit of a scare last week, to the point where my wife and we went through the clinic, and it was pretty fast. It was pretty seamless. It was Friday afternoon. Walked right upstairs, was able to do our rapid test, was able to do our test that got mailed out, and I got the results already via on my phone just less than 36 hours later. The rapid test obviously came in 15 minutes, but I want to make sure that the general public's aware that we have these available for you Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 5:30 at various spots in the desert and in our district. But our next clinic coming up is Wednesday, February 23rd. This is going to go off from 10 to 6 at the Deck North building, where they're going to be offering booster shots as well as the Pfizer vaccine. And as I get the March updates, I will definitely be sharing that out. Other information. This is a great little project. I love how Mary Perry's working on this with all of our district art teachers. We're doing a project we're partnering with La Quinta Arts Foundation, as well as a member of the Artist Council here in the Coachella Valley and Desert Sands Educational Foundation. We're doing a district-wide art show called Looking Through Windows. And this is going to start March 17th. We're going to have a reception from 4 to 6. Mary Perry's been working great with these different organizations in the community to secure some funds so we can have a nice little kickoff. And what I'll make sure to do is have Mary on with us to talk about this in the future. But this is a great, great opportunity where we're going to highlight our school district art. So I can't wait for that. What else do we have going on? The FAFSA competition. This is really exciting. Let me go full screen here. When I was at the high schools, it was always exciting to see the different high schools compete to see the percentage of their senior class fill out the FAFSA. And this is a battle that they do with One Future Coachella Valley. You can see the district right now. Desert Sands, Palm Desert High School is at 61% of their senior class that have filled it out, versus La Quinta's at 57. They've got Shadow Hills at 52, and it's various throughout the whole county, not the county, but the whole Coachella Valley. Leading high schools by school district, I'm proud to say Palm Desert's leading the way amongst Palm Springs and CV Unified. So this is a great competition, and what we want our families to do is to make sure that they fill out the FAFSA so they can go ahead and get every opportunity they can for college aid and assistance for next year. We talked about Peach Jar earlier. I walked us through a couple of different flyers and so forth. School sites, for those of you that are watching, if you reach out directly, you send me your flyer, I'll make sure to post it and talk about it. So Daniel over at La Quinta High School, thank you for sharing this. Former student of mine from Page Middle School, but he's their theater tech, and they've got some great opportunities and plays coming forward. You see the Great Gatsby as well as Blackhawks on Broadway coming up. Great Gatsby's actually this upcoming weekend, 24, 25, and 26. And then Blackhawks on Broadway is the 9th and 10th. And then also the African American Parent Advisory Committee is hosting an educational movie night, Selma. This is going to be Friday, 2/25. You can register there. That's actually on Peach Jar as well, and that's going to be at Century Theater in La Quinta from 6:30. Doors open at 6:30, but doors open at 6 and starts at 6:30. So opportunities there. But once again, Peach Jar, you saw how we can access it very easy through DSUSD.us. And then you just go ahead and access your school site. Let's see what else we have. Oh, you know what? That brings us to our last slide, which I've already talked about that. We have our next clinic coming up, which will be on the 23rd. But as I always do, I want to make sure to check Twitter here, see if we got any up-to-date information with Desert Sands Unified School District. With our Twitter account, you got to appreciate Jan and Mary doing an amazing job. You can see us here in Classroom Conversations. No one watching yet on Twitter, but I know that number will grow. We are advertising and talking about looking through windows, that great art exhibition that Mary Perry's working with our community art folks with and so forth. One Future Coachella Valley, as I shared, we got a competition going on. Let's see who can beat and win that money from One Future Coachella Valley, the senior class. And as you guys know, we had, we had our certified, not a certified, but we had our own farmers market over at John Glenn Middle School. And thank you, Cindy Ukin, for writing about that, as well as writing about Trenton Patterson, who's a student at John Glenn Middle School, who talked about it in a project that he's working on. You can check that out at the Ukin Report. Thank you again, Cindy. And I will tell you, I've got the email sent. We have requested to meet with, and you can see it here, we've requested to meet with Aubrey. She's got a very busy schedule ever since she worked with Super Bowl and Good Morning America. But we're going to see if we can not only get Aubrey on here, we're going to see if we can go ahead and get her teacher, Coach K, on here too, and see if he can join us. But we'll see how that works. But that's pretty much all I have for Classroom Conversations today. Not a lot going on other than me reporting out. But lastly, there was one thing I wanted to bring up, and I'm happy to say that. But DSUSD is going to have some we had our job fair for teachers most recently just at the beginning of the month, and they're going to have one for classified coming up. So if you're interested in applying for a job at Desert Sands, you have that opportunity, as well as we're going to have some training sessions going on. This is something different that we're offering. So I'll tell you, with every position we have, either from nutritional services to maintenance and operations to this is non-certificated, this is non-classroom work, or anybody in landscaping or possibly in security. There's different trainings that go along with those things, as well as even with the custodians. So what we're going to be doing to offer in the community is different trainings that not only get you certified in those trainings and get you certified in those different areas and give you some job skill, but it'll apply right to your application here in the classified division over at Desert Sands. So when we get more information about that, I'll definitely be out to share. Dr. Hyde shared a little bit about it with me, and I'm looking forward to sharing with all of you too. But you guys make sure you be on the watch out for Classroom Conversations. We'll be back to you later in the week at Thursday at 9 o'clock. As I said, next week's going to be a little wonky. I'm going to be traveling with Mary Perry, as well as Mr. Bebo, and some other of our teachers in Desert Sands for the Career Technical Education Conference, Educating for Careers up in Sacramento, where I'm presenting with Mary Perry and Kevin Bebo on community events and so forth, and our connections on how we provide the opportunity for internships by doing community events. So I can't wait to share about that. But you guys have a great day. We will see you later in the week with Classroom Conversations. We'll see you later.